People who won a lifetime supply of something, what was it and how long did it actually last? My Uncle Ray properly guessed the number of ping pong balls in a fishbowl at a 7 to 11 back before Y2K, winning a lifetime supply of free coffee. They gave him a card that he swipes each time for the free coffees he gets every day ever since. It's now a card he can also tap. Sometimes, if the store is busy, the cashier just waves at him to go. I won a lifetime supply of calendars from Calendaria about 5 years ago. Since then, each December, they send me the worst calendar ever. It has become something quite funny. The most recent was a calendar focused on brooms/mops. Why such a thing would even exist is beyond me, but hell if it isn't funny. I won a lifetime supply of Malibu from winning a promotion they were doing at my local pub over a decade ago. I got precisely one shot of Malibu and they blew me off after collecting my information. To this day, I will use anything but Malibu for my coconut rum needs, and I never miss an opportunity to diss them. Friend won a year supply of wine from a wine farm. It amounted to 1 bottle every 2 days, which was truly a lot of wine. One lifetime pizza from a local pizza place. I get one free small, 1 topping pizza each week as long as they're in business. Edit to answer common questions. I don't know if I can add extra toppings for an additional cost. Though I never tried to, they'd probably allow it. It wouldn't be my weirdest request. It's been going on 3 years since I won, and I have never missed getting my pizza. They don't hate to see me, as I do buy other things when I'm in, since I have to pick up the free pizza. They have killer beer battered breadsticks. I do not know if it carries over if I miss a week. My mom told me that she once won a lifetime supply of Pringles at a school lottery. Turns out it was only a basket that contained 10 cans of the original Pringles flavor. She was thoroughly disappointed. My mom won a lifetime supply of Knickers on a game show in the 90s. They just gave her the monetary value, with which she bought a trampoline and a holiday. I won a year's supply of free burritos from Moe's, which was actually 52 coupons, each of which were only valid for a specific 7-day window. A Turkish kebab place opened near me. They ran a promotion for free donor box once a week for a year for the first 20 people in line on opening day. I woke up early and stood in line for an hour. Used it as my cheat meal for the week for a year and got around 50 free meals. I still think about it to this day. I read somewhere that someone won a lifetime supply of WD-40. That was 2 cans. Back in 2005-ish, when XM Radio and Sirius were competing for subscribers, I signed up for a lifetime subscription to Sirius for $200. I was told later that it was supposed to be only transferable 3 times, and the company estimated a transfer every 3 years to upgrade the radio/car. I never upgraded my radio until purchasing a new car in 2018. I'm now in year 19 of my subscription that only cost me $200. I won a free McDonald's Big Mac meal for a year. It was 1 meal a week for a year. It was free to the first 50 people to get a drive-through breakfast at a newly remodeled location starting at 6 a.m. I got there around 4:30 and I was about 15th in line. The line of cars started ahead of the drive-through lane so cars could still go through it. The staff maintained the line and handed out official line tickets for people waiting. The line snaked across the Home Depot parking lot until there were more than 50 cars, but only 50 line tickets were handed out. As soon as the staff started waving cars into the drive-through, a woman drove in from a nearby parking lot and got in first. She ordered her food and then wanted the coupon, and they told her that it didn't count because she didn't have the official line ticket. As I was going in to order, she was standing at her car demanding to see the manager and then wanting a refund on the breakfast. I got all 52 meals. Sometimes they didn't stamp the card, so I would get as many as 3 in 1 week. And COVID happened and shut down the place except for the drive-through, so for half the year I had to go through the drive-through. My mom won free Noodles and Company for a year. After her second order they suddenly decided she had to use a punch card and only got one free meal a month. Not necessarily a lifetime supply, but one time Subway left a knife in my sister's sandwich. When my dad took it up there to complain, they tried to say it wasn't theirs and that we put it there, except it literally had Subway engraved on the handle. The manager offered my dad 20 free footlongs as long as he didn't sue. I won free pizza and beer for a year when I was in college. Pizza was one large pizza per month from a chain. Beer was 12 cases of beer that we had to set up a pickup from a distributor and get all at once. We had a party, so the beer definitely didn't last a year. I won a free movie pass from Lowe's Theaters that was good for 1 year. It came via a bonded messenger, and it was a little black credit card looking thing. It was unlimited, so I could go every day or multiple times a day. I could even bring a guest. Once in a while, they would say, "Oh, this is a new release/special engagement," and deny me, but most employees didn't give an F. I won a year's worth of coupons for craft products. The grocery store gave me shit about it every single damn time. I know a guy who was runner-up on Double Dare and won a lifetime supply of Skittles. He said he just got a huge box of them and they were gone in a year. Maybe it was a year's supply, I don't know. I do know he hated being called Double Dare. My greatest silent generation dad told me that all Coca-Cola bottlers in the US would give you a case of Coke if you brought in a report card that had all A's. My dad got A's from kindergarten through college, and while it wasn't a lifetime supply, it was a lot. I won a year's supply of White Castle. It was 500 burgers. I didn't have a restaurant near me, so I sold the coupon on eBay. A year's supply of Kraft macaroni and cheese when I tried to get my face on the box. I won honorable mention and was sent maybe 50 boxes. As a kid, this was a huge supply of mac and cheese, I was said. As an adult, I realized that cost them less than $40 to send me, haha. My dad bought me a lifetime supply of ramen when I was 13. It lasted about 3 years. My friend scored a lifetime supply of energy drinks. It lasted precisely until the first caffeine-induced heart palpitation, so I guess his lifetime supply could have quickly turned into a 3-month and you're dead supply, lol. When I was in college I won a lifetime supply of soft pretzels. It was a giant stack of coupons that I could use at any grocery store that carried them and a hat. I still have some almost 20 years later. My kid won free smoothies for a year from a franchise smoothie shop. Each week a free smoothie. By month 6 she had OD'd on smoothies and never wanted to have one of their smoothies ever again. Year's supply of frozen pizza from a radio station. They were 2 packs of small pizzas, black box, can't remember the brand. I think we got like 52 coupons. When I was 10ish there was a quiz form in the local grocery store where you could win 1 year worth of macaroni, spaghetti, and pasta in different shapes. I filled it out, put it in the box and forgot about the thing. 1 to 2 months later Dad said, "I have gotten a notice about a package at the post office." My dad came home with this huge ass package which filled the whole trunk, and that was just 1 out of 3 boxes. He made 2 more trips. We had spaghetti for years. I am guessing it must have been between 100 and 200 packs of spaghetti and pasta. Friend won a lifetime supply of Penn Station subs in college. It was just multiple free sub coupon books. Each book had 52 free sub coupons for 1 sub a week, and he got 50 books. Penn Station put a countdown on my friend's life. I won a year's supply of Doritos. It ended up being 1 lunch-sized bag per day. So 4 times a year I received a box with about 90 bags of chips. I hated Doritos within the first month, and can never eat them ever again. There was a girl who was on an episode of 16 and Pregnant, who later tried to prolong her fame by faking another pregnancy and stillbirth, who won a lifetime supply of free tanning sessions by tattooing the company's logo on her body. The place closed after a year or so and she's stuck with the stupid tanning logo tattoo, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy. Won a lifetime supply of ground coffee. They gave me a ton of coupons. Oddly, I don't drink coffee usually, so I donated 95% of it to the local shelter. Not technically what you're looking for, but my grandfather worked in marketing, making all sorts of little giveaway items for various companies, flashlights and holders for AskReddit batteries, cereal box toys, Buster Brown decoder rings, etc. One of his clients at some point was Reynolds, who make aluminum foil. Reynolds's gave him several very large rolls of foil, which he then gave to his kids. I'm in my 30s. This single roll in my parents' cabinet has been there since before I was born and still has enough foil on it that I might inherit it when they die. I could not tell you with any sort of accuracy how much foil was on the roll when it started, but I can say that the roll is heavy enough that it sits on the bottom shelf and they never take it out, just lift the flap up and take some off the roll right there in the cabinet. I won a year of free Wendy's breakfast. It was a coupon book with 52 coupons for a free breakfast combo. Each coupon has a specific date range you could use it during. The problem was that by the time they got the coupon book to me, 6 weeks had expired, which was fine, because they never looked at the dates anyway. Not a year's supply, but in July of 2022, Hawaiian Bros had a promo going on for that month for new accounts that would give you a free large meal worth $15, and it was like 2 pounds of food. I found a glitch on their website, on like July 3rd, that their website didn't verify anything. So every single day of July, my cousin and I would make a new account, put bullshit@gmail.com with a random phone number, use the promo code and go pick up our free 2 pounds of Hawaiian food, which could be split into 2 meals. Sometimes we did it multiple times in one day, LMAO. I felt like a felon pulling up to the joint. There were only like 3 to 4 different workers I saw. They definitely had to have known. Absolute highlight of that year. Won 5 years of ice cream. It was an annual book of vouchers, a single 2-scoop cup monthly. Was over 25 years ago and wasn't very spectacular, so I don't remember much about it. Not me, but a roommate in college won I think 20 cases or so of sugar-free Red Bull by going to a college basketball game. The odd thing about it was how he won. The Red Bull promotion team went through the parking lot at the game looking for unlocked cars. They found his, and then loaded his car completely with cases of Red Bull, so much he couldn't fit inside his car, and then covered his car completely with sticky notes that said "You've won," all over. I lived with him for about 3 years and I don't think he ever ran out. I do recall it taking up space in the corner of his room for quite some time. I won free coffee for a year at a Dunkin' Donuts grand opening in my city. I was one of the first 100 customers. I got a coupon booklet that has 1 free medium coffee or iced coffee a week. It's not much but was cool to me. I usually don't win stuff like that. I once considered buying car battery from a service station. The guy told me it has a battery lifetime warranty. When I asked what lifetime meant, he smiled, winked, and replied, "It's the lifetime of the battery. When the battery dies, the warranty ends." I passed on the purchase. Not a lifetime supply, but a year's supply of food. Every month we got a massive box of food delivered. We had 12 deliveries. I'd worry that some corporate bean counter is calculating if it's cheaper in the long run just to have me murdered.